Coming out of the second rest day, the team still leads the points, best young rider, and team competitions, but the yellow jersey has passed to the shoulders of Chris Froome. The team will do their best to give Tejay a chance to reclaim the lead in the coming days. Alberto Contador is the current leader of the King of the Mountains competition. The 16th stage is a hilly stage that will probably lead to a victory from a climber in the break. While the GC favorites will need to be alert, this stage should produce no major time gaps. 3 riders entered an early break after the opening 2 climbs, and Mark Cavendish was sent up the road. He joined the break and attempted to earn maximum points in the stage, which would hopefully officially wrap up the green jersey competition. Some of the GC contenders did attack to test out their competitors, but TJ was caught out originally, but was able to ride across the gap to the yellow jersey group. Mark Cavendish was dropped by the break on the final climb and joined the yellow jersey group. The Italian national champion, Alessandro Ballan, won the race from the break in front of the GC group and Cavendish. Stage 17 is another long and this time slightly mountainous individual time trial. In the actual 2013 Tour de France, Chris Froome won the stage to increase his lead in the general classification. The goal this time will be to reverse the real-life outcome. TJ will have his eyes on winning the stage, gaining time on his nearest rivals, and possibly retaking the jersey from Chris Froome. TJ put 35 seconds into Froome on the flat TT in Stage 11, and will hope to get more today. The team will use other riders to best judge the course for TJ and allow him to measure his efforts. Taylor Phinney set a strong early time in the race, and the other teammates set good times in the day, showing their strength and increasing the lead in the team classification. TJ himself won the day, gaining 42 seconds on Chris Froome, who finished third. TJ moved up into second place overall over Alberto Contador, but still trails Chris Froome by 54 seconds. He has done what he needs to do on the TT today, but he will need to gain more time in the mountains. He will look to the next day, Stage 18, and the 2 climbs of Alpe d'Huez. Stage 18 is the Queen stage of the 2013 Tour de France, and will possibly be the decisive day in the GC battle. The stage features 5 categorized climbs, including 2 ascensions of Alpe d'Huez. The team will seek to put TJ into a place to attack on the climbs to gain time on Froome and Contador. A break of 11 riders formed early on, and the team sent Edvald Boasson up the road to be of use later. Team Sky led the peloton, but the break built a lead of over 7 minutes. Christian van der Velde set a pace up Alpe d'Huez, distancing most of the field, including GC contenders, with only Froome, Contador, and Alejandro Valverde able to follow the pace. That left the team with 3 riders in the first 2 groups, hopefully setting TJ up for success. Some groups came together on the descent, with the lead group growing to roughly 40 riders. TJ ratcheted up the pace and distanced many riders using both Christian van der Velde and Edvald Boasson. That acceleration managed to distance most rivals, but Froome and Contador were able to follow and launch their own attacks. TJ then managed to drop all rivals within a final attack inside the last 3 kilometers. He gained serious time over much of the field, but he was only able to gain a little time over his 2 main rivals. TJ won the stage by 14 seconds over Froome and 37 seconds over Contador. TJ still trails the yellow jersey by 40 seconds and will need to find the time in the next 2 stages in order to win the GC. Stage 19 was another tough day in the mountains, containing 5 more climbs, including 2 outside categorized climbs and a first category climb. The day looks perfect for a breakaway to claim the stage victory, but a GC battle could happen, with riders looking to use the first category, Col de la Croix Fer, for launch and attack to distance their rivals. 11 strong climbers entered an early breakaway, and the team set a strong pace up the first climb to try and drop some of the domestiques of the other GC contenders. The team put on the pressure throughout the day and dropped many riders from the peloton. At the base of the final climb, many of the GC challengers attacked. TJ was able to follow most, but Chris Froome was able to stay away, showing his strength in the mountains. Contador and Thibaut Pinot were also able to get away on the climb and stay away throughout the descent. Chris Froome extended his lead in yellow to 1 minute and 52 seconds over Contador, with TJ comfortably in third, another 20 seconds back. With only one more day in the mountains, TJ will go all in to try and take the jersey back. Stage 20 is the last day in the mountains, and the last real chance for TJ to move up the general classification. There are 6 categorized climbs, the last 2 of which are extremely difficult. The team will try to get a rider up the road to support TJ in his attacks later in the stage. Christian van der Velde was the first rider the team sent up the road. Garmin sent their team to the front to protect 13th place Raider Hejeda. No, I don't get it either. The AI does some weird stuff sometimes. A couple of other breaks were snuffed out by nervous teams in the peloton. Eventually, a break did get clear with a decent lead, but unfortunately we had missed it and would have to ride without a man up the road. The first major climb featured rain and strong winds that disrupted the riders. At the bottom of the final climb, Tejay and Contador both attacked the yellow jersey group, trying to take the lead for themselves. They established a small lead, but Tejay could not hold on to Contador's wheel. Froome rode across to Tejay, and they rode together until roughly the last 500 meters, where Tejay tried to attack one final time to at least try and steal another stage win, but Froome countered and crossed the line second behind Alberto Contador. Tejay had shown again that he deserved the podium place he occupied, but that both Froome and Contador were just a little too strong. With stage 21 being a guaranteed sprint finish on the Champs-Élysées, the team will have to settle for a podium place. Coming into the 2013 Tour de France, Mark Cavendish has won the previous 4 years on the Champs-Élysées, and he is the expected victor again before the stage starts. Though I will admit that I lied a little bit ago. We're going to end the tour without one last attempt to steal some time and try and reclaim the yellow jersey. While it is a crazy tactic, the team is strong on the flat, and we will attack and try to make something happen. The race started normally on this final stage. The team caught the opening breakaway and immediately launched their own attempt with 5 riders up the road, attempting to gain Tejay some time. Both Froome and Contador's teams put people on the front, and soon they were joined by the sprinters' teams to try and bring back the break, which went out over a minute. The heroics of the team weren't enough, as Tejay was caught by the sprinters in the closing straight. However, we did steal a stage victory from the break, with Edvald Boasson winning the stage. Mark Cavendish came over the line second after flying out of the peloton, and Tejay crossed in fourth, though he did gain no time over his rivals. The 2013 Tour de France ended, and the final general classification standings are as such. Chris Froome, first, 1 minute and 52 seconds over Alberto Contador. 2 minutes and 34 seconds over Tejay van Garderen in third. 11 minutes and 25 seconds over Rui Costa in fourth. And 17 minutes 9 seconds over Andy Schleck in fifth. Mark Cavendish won the green jersey over second-place Peter Sagan with 570 points to Sagan's 325. Alberto Contador was crowned King of the Mountains with a 4-point lead over Chris Froome. Tejay van Garderen won the white jersey with a 16-minute and 53-second lead over Thibaut Pinot. The team also won the team classification by 3 minutes and 25 seconds over Team Sky. To answer the title question, no, I couldn't win the Tour de France with an American. At least not with that team. Still, though, if I was a real-life team director, I wouldn't be too disappointed. We won the green and white jerseys, got on the podium, and won the team classification. We also won 12 individual stages, 3 for Tejay, 1 for Edvald Boasson, 7 for Mark Cavendish, and the team time trial where Joe Aston crossed the line first. Overall, while I failed to achieve my goal, I enjoyed playing this as I was used to having a dominant mountain team, and this was a way different way than I normally play.